poverty, hopelessness, disillusion, inequality, lack of opportunities, lack of empowerment are more often the real reasons why people end up fighting.
So last year, Lawrence and I started talking about the possibility of doing the same thing here. So the announcement is that we are endeavoring to do a film in the Himalayas on mountain communities, the connection between culture and conflict, and culture and natural ecosystems.
I am here to announce the Himalayan Heritage Fund. I've just got a small note which I will read out as part of the announcement. This is a $20 million fund which has at its heart a vision of conservation, sustainability, economic prosperity, all very close to the spirit of Himalayan consensus. To put prosperity for people and communities at the heart of the hospitality business.
One common, which is the love and care of Himalaya. So Lawrence have connected me with Christian Meinhardt from the UNESCO. So now we are seriously discuss the possibilities to work together to digital archive the murals, artifacts, and architectures of Nepal, along with the departments of archaeologies. So with the determinations, the local know-hows of the UNESCO, together with the traditional arts and craft artisans, and then with sharing our knowledge of archivings with the technologies, hopefully we can get the job done in a good way.
We hope to see this to become a tradition because we find it a very vibrant marketplace of ideas, and ideas which resonate also with our business model. David, in his speech this afternoon, talked about climate change and disaster. Now, this is core business to our reinsurer. We heard about the necessity for stable economic growth and development in the Himalayan region. We think insurance is part of such stable economic growth. And we have developed last year and further developed this year the idea of how reinsurance could help, and we developed the idea of a simple indexed product that addresses disaster issues in a very lean and efficient way. Now, because the Himalayan consensus is all about doing and not only about talking, we also want to commit to see that in a year's time we have something in place. There are lots of loose ends we need to identify, very much as Christopher on his funding side.
I'm the education guy from Future Generations University, and we are creating a special class and offering at least 20 scholarships in that class of a master's degree. It's a US accredited master's degree, but it's a distinctive one because you don't have to leave your job wherever you are. What we're seeking is 20 candidates from the Pan-Himalayan region who are rising professionals, and we want to create a learned dialogue among these 20 individuals of cooperative knowledge about best practices. And towards that degree, we are providing these 20 scholarships, and we are also launching a best practices seminar in Banff, Canada this October, where we want to bring out some learning examples that we will use as case studies in this evolving master's degree. So if any of you have good candidates that you want to nominate, I have a pretty easy email. It's daniel@future.edu. The whole degree is described at future.edu. You should be able to remember that. You can make the email more complicated, detailer@future.edu.
This Himalayan Monitoring and Assessment Program is one way we can discuss science across borders, get scientists working together. We have a lot of steps working together to actually get that kind of regional cooperation that we need to get these resources managed together. So what we proposed recently in the Arctic was some kind of Arctic-Himalaya alliance, right, where we could share experience and get together. Also talk on the global stage about climate change, for example. But then we thought it would be really good to have some kind of process, something called a science policy dialogue for the Himalayan region. And so what I would propose to the Himalayan consensus is perhaps we can do that with you all, right? And is that we can have that kind of science, policy, business discussion together as we're moving forward in this kind of event.
Himalaya Consensus Summit is an important meeting place for people with alternative experiences and with a dedication to seek solutions and to seize opportunities. The world has never been an easy place to live in. I have been throughout my career always heard that we are living in exciting times. What might be interesting for some of us might be harsh and difficult for others. The reason for conflicts varies. There are no absolutes out there. The lack of or appetite for resources has been one of the main drivers for conflicting interests throughout the history. Today we see that the consequences of ongoing climate change becoming a growing security threat.
There's a $300,000 prize in partnership with Feed the Future that we announced to, it's a worldwide competition with a preference given to local innovators in the region, everywhere from India to Nepal to Pakistan, across the Himalayas. This solution, we believe that to extract maximum value from local agriculture production by increasing the farmers' access to data and information, they need to make more effective farming decisions. Democratizing access to data and information can drive the transformation of commercially driven agriculture in targeted regions. As a result, the prize aims to support solutions for farmers and value chain actors to make effective choices to enhance their productivity, on-the-ground decision-making, and market planning.
We are here to announce that we have said from our side that we are willing, not only willing, but we are working from our side on raising cash, and we are ready to go in and deploy cash in the next 6 to 9 months, if we can find sufficient work projects. So we're inviting all of you to come back to, Victor is going to be the manager of the fund, to come back to him and create collaborations with him.
Unless we have prosperity, peace, stability, and harmony in the Himalayan regions, the two grand regions, the two great neighbors in India and China, they are proposing and they are going in a full-throated manner, a project like One Belt, One Road from China, and a project like Act East policy or Look East policy from India. They may not be realized if the region delves into or again galvanizes what you call the conflictual dynamics. So therefore, we would like to propose that we should have a strong, reassertive team that would deal what we call today. Many of us have said that the disasters, the nature of climate change and disasters have started disrespecting what you call the political boundaries, and therefore we need such kind of a non-governmental or a semi-governmental or a second what you call a track 2, track 3, track 4, or track 1.5 even, what you call a conflict mitigation initiative.